We are
Here.
live. We are live. It is Monday night, and that was a really weird way to say we are live. But yeah, it's Monday. We got that daylight saving time hangover thing going.
Yeah.
Not from drinking. It's more of like that you lose an hour kind of thing.
Waking up today sucked.
Yeah, and
Granted,
we went to bed.
We went to bed early, so
Yeah.
we still got the same amount of sleep.
But I still woke up at 5.
I didn't.
I woke up at 5, which then I woke up at 6, and then I woke up at 6, 7, whatever it was, 6:30. Anyhow,
I think when we finally got up, it was like 6:30 about 6:30 or so.
Which is late for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did that.
Lots of snooze.
Snooze. I'm sure everybody in America was snoozing today. So yeah, it's Monday night. We have a fun new series we're starting, so we'll get into that in a little bit. But glad you guys are here with us. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you had a good weekend. All I want to do is go outside right now.
Yeah, it is very nice.
It is 72 degrees still, probably. That says 68, but it is amazing outside. Feels so good.
I'll see if my watch said the same thing.
Does it?
Yeah, it says 68. They're different all the time. It just depends on when it updates.
Yeah. So it's a beautiful day. The sky is blue. The grass is green.
No, it's not.
And, well, actually,
grass
it's
here
brown.
is brown.
It's brown.
It's brown and full of dog poop in the backyard.
Yeah, we need to clean up the dog poop.
Yep.
So cheers to you guys. Let's have cheers. What are you drinking?
Kentucky bourbon.
I am drinking
Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit pick.
I'm drinking a Buffalo Trace pick.
Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace pick. Because we are doing Kentucky tonight.
We are doing Kentucky.
We'll get into all the shenanigans.
Raging Irishman said, going to learn tonight, or I'm going to learn tonight. Yeah. You're not. Yeah, that one.
No, I think there's a lot of good information people will learn tonight.
Who knows?
We actually made an outline,
somewhat.
And a plan.
We'll see how it goes. And then it might have to tweak on future ones.
Right. So we are starting Kentucky, and it's not like we're going to do this every single Monday night. Like, we are going to do these on Monday nights.
Yeah,
but
just
not
randomly.
Every single Monday night.
Just randomly.
We thought it'd be a fun series to kind of highlight each state because there's a lot of
states that we can.
Yeah, we haven't been to some, but maybe we'll get some help from Patreon on some of that.
I don't know. Does Montana make whiskey?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm sure. There's a distillery in every state. I can almost guarantee you.
Well, one of the things we were talking about is trying to figure out like NDPs and how to do this. Maybe you guys can give some advice on this one, because we were trying to, like, if let's just say Montana, since I said it, if there's a distillery, Montana whiskey, whatever, in Billings, Montana, but they are sourcing MGP, is that Montana whiskey or is that Indiana whiskey? I said we should probably count that as like Montana,
right?
Because it's from Montana. I guess
even
it was aged there, yeah. Because
otherwise,
you're not going to necessarily have anything from there,
right? Because a lot of places are.
Yeah, and it's just kind of highlighting some distilleries in the area that could have really good stuff,
right? And we don't necessarily. Well, they're not all called distilleries. They're called.
Yeah, non-distillate producers, but like River Roots, and was that Ohio? They have all kinds of really good stuff, but it's not their own.
Right.
So
it just gives us a chance to highlight some things that we found along the way that we really love, and we want to, showcase different parts of the world, because there's a lot of great whiskey.
You mean the United States?
Yes, there's a lot of great.
We might do some world ones at some point.
Maybe, but there's a lot of great whiskey in the United States of America, and a lot of great bourbon, a lot of great distilleries, a lot of great NDPs. So we're going to highlight them. We're going to give them the recognition they deserve. And that's what we're going to do.
Yep.
So let's say hello to some people. I just need to take another little sip of this, because the first sip I
haven't even taken a sip yet. Yeah, go through this and then we'll get started.
You didn't take a sip?
I haven't taken a sip yet. I thought
you did when we cheersed.
Nope, I didn't.
Oh my gosh. Anyhow, what's up, Top Dog? We got Brian Beswick in here. Cheers to you. Raging Irishman, we said hello to you. Joe B in the house. Bob Glass in the house. Anthony Robert in the house. Julian says 60 degrees in Michigan, dusting off the clubs and summer bodies.
Nice.
I almost thought he said summer bodies. I read that really fast. Clubs and summer bodies. Yeah.
My clubs are dusted off because I'm in a sim league. Play once a month in that, but
I got to get ready for the Bourbon Junkies pours and the pours and pars. So I need to get out there and start swinging those clubs.
Yeah. I was doing some golf workout stuff the other day. We'll see if that translates to anything. Slam ball stuff.
Bam! And every time I would flinch, even though I knew it was coming. Anyhow. Anthony Locklayer, what's up? Kyle Smith says, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you be my neighbor?
This was hilarious, but I was driving home from work today and I opened the sunroof. I rolled the windows down and I was like, the breeze was blowing in my hair. That's why I'm having a terrible hair day. I don't even care. But the breeze was blowing in my hair and I was jamming to Bob Marley. And I was like in my zone. I was just like, this is so good. And I'm also like, I'm just probably getting a sunburn right now because these arms haven't seen the sun in 20 years. It feels like.
In 4 months.
I'm pale.
Yep.
Pale AF. What's up, Appalachian Bourbon Society? Got some great people over there.
I like bourbon a lot here yet because I like that name.
I do like that. You guys are the best. Some of our new patrons in the house. Taste and Sensibility. Our grass is green in New Orleans. Cheers, everyone. Cheers to you. Got Justin Van D. How you doing?
That just means you got to mow the lawn then.
Eagle Rare Store pick.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. We don't have to mow the... We got off easy right before winter started with that last mow. You're like, oh, I'm going to mow the yard one more time. I'm like, nope, you didn't get to.
Yep, because it snowed.
It snowed. Sim golf with garage open weather.
There you go. There's some golf.
Oh, we had some great pours with Chris the other night.
Yeah, we did.
It was a good time. Montana makes a lot of whiskey. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah,
Cheers
good
to
to
you,
know.
Bonding over bourbon. What's up, Jeff Castle? How are you doing? We got Dave B1228 drinking a Jack Daniel's single barrel. Delicious. We're doing a similar project, and as long as it's stellar, we're putting it in regardless of sourcing. Nice. Speaking of what?
The Jack Daniel's. So we don't know when it'll be in, as we've said, but I know a store here in Denver picked up 2 barrels a month before, like exactly a month before we did, and theirs just came in. So I'm expecting maybe in a month ours will come in.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that's a guess. So just want to give a little update on that.
Jade, stop that.
She's chewing on something.
I know, it's driving me insane. Stop, Jade. Jade, you want a treat?
Okay.
Jeremy Dirks, cheers to you. Glad you're here. Got the early times black cap in my Glen. Nice. Good pour. What's good, people? How you doing, Mr. Bourbon B? I'll call it Bourbon B. How you doing? What a couple. Little black dress, big black beard.
Yeah.
It looks like a dress, but it's actually just a tank top.
Yeah. Okay. Continue on.
Man, I've been hearing River Roots a ton lately. Glad I picked up a few bottles. Yeah. Sadly, none of them are buff turkey.
Oh, yeah. We didn't buy any of those. We just got a couple picks.
Mr. Mom 310. We got Terry Jarrett. We got... I like bourbon a lot. It's here.
There you go.
There you go. Mrs. Jamie H in the house. Hello, hello. Bob says it hit 71 in Missouri today.
Probably did here. I just didn't.
It hit 74.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
74 today. Oh yeah, your mom did say it was going to be warm there. Mr. Richie J, what's up, Mr. Richie J? Hello, hello. And then we got Mr. Jeffrey Wack. Hello again, whiskey friend, and Henry Turner in the house.
We ready to start this thing?
Let's do it.
All right, I gotta set something up.
No, I should hide. Hold on. I'm gonna put a picture up just so that way it looks like. Oh, cool! It rearranged it. I'm gonna find a photo from Kentucky, and I'm gonna put it up on the screen. And then, there's one. I found one. I'm going to put this up on the screen just to hide what Bill's doing. Well, that's Wild Turkey, and that's in Kentucky, and that is obviously one of our favorite distilleries in Kentucky, and that's the new visitor center. If you guys haven't got a chance to go out there and check out the new visitor center, you definitely should, because it's awesome. It's amazing. And while you're there, be sure to say hello to Bo, because Bo is such a great person and so awesome, and he does tours and tastings and all that jazz. So all right, without further ado,
hopefully they can see it and there's not too many reflections.
All right, so are you ready for this?
Oh geez, it fell over.
Okay, just hold it. We'll just hold it like this. Nope. Okay, hold on.
We were almost done and then I screwed stuff up.
Well, it happens. What else do we have from Kentucky up here?
Okay, that's good.
All right. Get your arms ready.
All right.
Are
Ready?
You, wait, are you going to do this? Right.
Just go. Welcome to Dara and Bill present Whiskey Across America, Kentucky.
We could have done that better. Hold on. Wait. Welcome, everyone.
Go back to chat.
Dara and Bill present Whiskey Across America, Kentucky. If you haven't seen, actually, should I say anything, or should we try to see if anyone?
If you've seen Big Bang Theory, you've seen the Dr. Sheldon and Dr. Amy Farrah Fowler present Fun with Flags.
We should have said Dr. Dara Z and Dr. Bill Z present Fun with Flags.
So yeah, we just wanted to play with that. It would be kind of funny.
We have not had any of the buff turkey.
Now we're going to take callers with any questions.
Yes.
No.
Yes, callers. Any questions? Put them in the chat.
Yep.
We're going to dive into our whiskey thing.
Yeah. All right. So with these, we have some different categories we want to talk about with these, and we're not necessarily drinking. What?
I was just saying hi to Tim.
Oh.
Thanks for the super chat. Sorry.
So we're going to kind of categorize stuff as quintessential whiskeys from each state, which these are kind of this is more for non-whiskey connoisseurs, I guess. So people that don't know as much about whiskey, if they hear, oh, Kentucky bourbon, they think of X, Y, or Z.
Right.
Then we kind of have usually our drinker whiskeys, and then our favorite whiskeys from the state, which those are going to be rare allocated things. Then we kind of go over restaurants and things to do in the city,
Distilleries,
or cities in the state.
Distilleries to visit.
Yep. And then other random stuff.
Yeah. So we put together this list of things that we really like about each state.
Well, we have Kentucky so far. We haven't done any others.
Well, we have, and I'm going to pull my list up too because
this is the same one. This is the one you added
I can't
to.
really read yours, but that's
the
fine.
one you
Okay.
added to.
Okay. So let's start off right away with when you hear Kentucky, and maybe you either are really just getting into whiskey, you probably think of these main bourbons, right? Yep. You think of Jim Beam.
You think of Wild Turkey.
Wild Turkey.
And not necessarily 101, but you think of Wild Turkey.
Yeah. Wild Turkey, Jim Beam. You think of Knob Creek because it sits on the shelf everywhere.
Yep. Kind of your shelfers. Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark for sure.
Yep,
so
Maker's Mark.
Those are like the quintessential ones that when you hear Kentucky, you're like, okay, these are the bourbons. And also, by the way, for everyone out there watching this, if you are new on your journey, there are more places in the United States that make bourbon than Kentucky. Kentucky is not the only place that makes bourbon, because I know that is something a lot of non-whiskey drinkers think, that bourbon is only made in Kentucky. But bourbon,
only made in the United States.
It's only made in the United States. Otherwise, it wouldn't be bourbon. So it can be made anywhere.
So yeah, what do you guys think about when a quintessential Kentucky bourbon?
Yeah.
Well, I would say bourbon if you're thinking about anything Kentucky.
Yeah. What was? And then we'll get into some of our favorites.
Yeah, we'll get into some kind of like our favorites and ones I would say are more daily drinker type.
Yeah.
I think is kind of how we should categorize that. And then our real favorites.
Yeah.
Which are going to be the really hard stuff to find.
The super allocated.
And we don't even necessarily have.
That's true. What's up, Michael? Good evening, all of you wonderful whiskey people. You are amusing me while I'm on a stationary bike. Use away. Nice. It makes it go a lot faster when you have something to keep you rolling on there. Never been to Wild Turkey still. You gotta go, Whack.
Oh,
it's so
Wild
awesome.
Turkey is cool. Which you haven't been on a tour there. I have.
No, I haven't. Not to the new visitor center.
You've been to the visitor center. You just haven't been on tour there.
Wow, I'm getting Big Bang Theory fun with flags vibes. Good start. LOL was just typing that in. Flags. See people got it.
I knew they would.
Headed to Kentucky this Friday for the first time.
Oh, nice. Well, you might be able to use some of the information we're going to say here.
Yeah, we have some interesting information. So some of our favorite restaurants. There's even a great cookie shop on here. So
that cookie shop's good.
It's so good. So we'll get into all of that. We'll definitely share all that.
We got to do it in an hour.
We can do it. We can do it in an hour. Was that generated by AI?
Yes, that is my handwriting in AI.
No. Hey, Chris, our newest patron. Thank you so much. So glad you're here.
Speaking of Blake, we got to get the samples out to him.
Barra and Dill Day. I like it. Barra and Dill. That's great. What's up, Kyle? Cheers to you. Welcome in. That is the most between two ferns types of presentation. That is awesome. Welcome to Whiskey Across America with Dara and Bill. Or I could do it in my news voice. Hold on.
How about we just keep going?
Whiskey Across America with Dara and Bill tonight at 7 p.m.
Do you know what Between Two Ferns is?
It's a book.
No. It's a Zach Galifianakis thing where he interviews different people and comedy thing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not very funny. Peerless as a quintessential. I like Peerless.
Peerless is quintessential?
I don't think so.
Or he was saying Peerless.
Yeah, maybe it was. When I think of quintessential bourbon, I think of okay good, no craft funk.
Yep.
Never thought college. I thought Jack Daniels. Through college, I only thought Jack Daniels existed.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of people did. What's up, Mike Nunya? Cheers to you. Wild Turkey Rare Breed, Evan Williams, 1920. Evan Williams and 1920. Yep. Bill, the watch. What is it?
This is a Garmin Epix Pro with the sapphire, and that's actually the same one she has.
We have the same watch,
Hers
except
is smaller.
mine's the girl kind.
It's not a girl one; it's just smaller.
Smaller.
I don't remember what the millimeter is.
41 and 44.
We used to have Apple Watches, and then bought these, and those Apple Watches just suck compared to these Garmin watches.
They last forever. The battery literally lasts 10 or 12 days.
Yeah, they go
seriously
on forever.
It's amazing. Quintessential bourbon, isn't that guy in Jaws?
All right.
What's up, Sugar
so then, what about some of our favorites that we like that we would drink more regular basis?
Like our go-tos?
Yeah, go-tos.
Well, Rare Breed for sure. Wild Turkey Rare Breed.
Rare Breed. I've been a big fan of the Kentucky Spirits over the Russells lately.
I would definitely say Old Forester 1920.
Yep.
OGD 114.
Knob Creek Store Picks.
Knob Creeks, yeah. Trying to think of other stuff from Kentucky that we really like.
Makers we don't typically do. It's just not our jam. There are some that. What was the one that we had? The BEP?
Yeah,
BEP was freaking
and
delicious.
The first cellar aged was really good. We didn't try the second cellar aged.
What else is there?
I'm trying to think. I mean, if you're talking about Bardstown, like you could technically say Green River Foolproof. Because that's Kentucky.
Green River Foolproof. Yep. I would go with that.
Green River Foolproof. Even the Buffalo Trace Foolproof. I mean the why am I having a brain fart?
The 1792?
No. Well, that's good too. Barton. That's Barton. No, the Foolproof.
Weller Foolproof?
No.
That you're not gonna find?
No, not Weller Foolproof. Why am I'm seeing the bottle. It just came to Colorado. Benchmark.
Oh yeah, that did just come to Colorado.
Benchmark Foolproof just arrived in Colorado finally. Yeah. Holy Lord, my brain was having a fart for sure. It was like brain fart.
ECBP. Yep. ECBPs are always good drinkers.
JD bonded for a daily drinker. JD is in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tennessee will be another state at some point.
Tennessee will be another state. Old Forester 1920. My wife is heading to Cincinnati on business, so going to stop in at New Riff right over the bridge. Have you went to Party Source Liquor Store? Heard it's amazing. I've heard a lot of great things about Party Source.
Yeah, and I want to try some more New Riff because some of the stuff we have is older, as in younger.
Yeah, like from a couple years ago.
Yeah, a long time ago. So I've heard a lot of good things about a lot of the newer stuff they do, and I just haven't had any.
Yep. Elijah Craig Barrel Proofs, 100%. 100% 4-gate.
Well, the 4-gate would be more towards the
allocated-ish.
I guess depends.
Which really one. Depends. Like depends on what you want. Maker's Mark 46 cash drink. Wow.
I think we have one of those over there.
We used to
Old one.
Party Source is huge. Benchmark, yes, that's what it. What's up, David? Cheers to you. ECBP 1792 Foolproof. Benchmark, Rare Breed, Knob Creek Single Barrels, Green River. See, we're all on the same page.
Everyone's on the same page.
Everyone's on the same page now. So those are definitely the good ones.
And I'm sure a lot of people are gonna be on the same page on their favorites from the state.
Right. Like of all time.
Yeah, all time. You could say all time. You could be favorites. Like, here's your allocated, like extremely allocated favorites. You're gonna have the Russell's 15. You're gonna have George T. Stagg. You're gonna have Michter's 20. You're gonna have King of Kentucky.
Yeah, for sure.
That type of stuff is more what I'm referring to there.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
but honestly, that list right there is probably some of my favorites of all time that you just named.
Yeah, Russell's 15 is freaking good.
So is George T. So is King of Kentucky.
Four Roses LE.
Yep, that's on my list.
I think you had that on there.
It's on my list.
I'm not even looking at it.
Four Roses LE.
Oh, you had a Dusty 89 turkey.
89 turkey. It was just like the most random thing. I will say a lot of people are talking about stores now. So I don't know if we want to kind of pull that into the conversation.
Yeah, because I think we kind of went through most of the crazy allocated favorite stuff. But
Bardstown Origins, by the way, is good.
Oh, well, which one?
The Origin series.
I don't like the rye.
I thought I liked the rye.
The rye is that toasted cherry wood one.
Okay.
I'm not a huge fan of the rye, but I like the others.
Yeah. Okay, so let's kind of talk about some of the stores and places that we go to while we're there to get pours, like stores, whether we're looking for bottles or stores where we just go to get pours. Because we saw someone bring up Liquor Barn. It's a great store.
Yeah, because we still have restaurants, we have stores and bourbon hunting, I guess, and then kind of other category.
Since you brought up Liquor Barn is a great place to find bottles that you can't find in every state at a normal price, kind of like a Total Wine. You're
not going to necessarily find crazy stuff, but every time we've been there, they've usually had a table set out, but nothing crazy on it. Right. We did see a Wild Turkey Generations at one in Lexington before.
Well, I mean, sometimes we find stuff there that we can't find in Colorado.
Yeah. Normally. It's going to be more stuff for, just like a Total Wine, like you said, it's going to be more for stuff that you can't necessarily find where you live.
Right.
Like we used to buy benchmarks there.
And they're at like good prices.
Oh yeah. Granted, we did come across a couple times there in Lexington, I think. At Liquor Barn, they had just dropped Buffalo Trace stuff. Blanton's, E.H. Taylor.
Oh yeah. We just walked in. It was a random day and they just dropped it. One thing I will say that I love about Liquor Barn is the fact that you can go in there and you can try crazy allocated crap for a pretty good price.
So that is nearly every store in Kentucky.
Right.
Every liquor store in Kentucky.
Oh, I mean,
because I saw Blake say something. Justin House Bourbon. Yep, that's on the list here. Both the Lexington and Louisville stores.
We love going to Justin's. You can actually get all of their store picks for $5. So,
not all of each, $5 each.
Yeah, $5 for a pour.
Well, the way you stated that, it was all of them.
You can try all of their store picks for $5 a pour.
Yep.
That's a really good deal.
And then they have some dusty pours there. They have some highly allocated stuff. Yeah, just good. And they have cocktails there too.
Yeah, their cocktails are actually, that smoked old fashioned is really, really good. And we love Merriam over there. Well, we love all of them.
Yep. But... we have Evergreen Nulu and Bardstown. Oh, there you go. Evergreen Nulu over downtown Louisville, and then Evergreen Bardstown. Yeah. Both really good. All the Evergreens are good, but those are kind of two of our favorites.
And you can go there. You can get, really
big bars.
Big bars, really allocated pours. And on Wednesdays, is it Wednesdays that they do half off?
I think it's Wednesdays.
Yeah, I think it's half off. So if you go to the Evergreen liquor stores,
I don't know if it's all of them, but I think it might be the new one. It might be all of them. I don't know.
It's a place you definitely want to stop at if you're in Kentucky, because you can get really fancy pours for good prices.
And then Neat is another really good place to stop at. Last time we were at Neat, they didn't have as big of a selection as the previous time we were there.
Right.
But if you're wanting some of the dusty pours, I see every once in a while on Instagram, they do pours for like $10 for an ounce or $10 for a half an ounce of, I think it was when the BTAC lineup came out, and then some of the Van Winkles as well.
Yeah.
So they do stuff like that. Every once in a while, keep an eye on Instagram for that.
I mean, sometimes you can get a pour of King of Kentucky for like $45.
That would be Evergreen Nulu when they do the
half off. That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Come on, get it right.
All over. Kroger stores for sure.
Yep, yeah. John
O's. Oh man, John O's is awesome. And
John O's down in Elizabethtown.
Yeah, Elizabethtown. Kroger stores. Neat. It's like Blake. It's like we've been to Kentucky with Blake before.
Another really good place is Michter's Bar.
Oh, hey, were you glad I put that on the list?
Don't buy pours there though; they're freaking expensive.
Don't buy pours.
Cocktails.
The cocktails at the Michter's Bar are like some of the best cocktails I've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're very, very, very good.
Yeah, I can't remember what
and it's beautiful
because we ended up talking with a couple that was from.
Oh yeah.
They went to church and stuff with the Russells.
Oh yeah.
I cannot remember.
I've got their phone number. That's
Yeah.
the funny thing.
We sat down at the bar or at the table, and
It's-
they sat next to us, and we were just kind of talking for a while.
That's the thing I love about going to Kentucky is that everybody's a friend there. Like everyone is incredibly friendly. People are so nice and so welcoming. Everywhere you go, people are polite. Like never really ran into rude people when I'm in Kentucky. It's just like being in the Midwest. Well, it is the Midwest. But,
I don't know if it's the Midwest.
It should be.
I don't know.
It's no, Kentucky's the South technically.
Is it South? I think it's Southeast.
I don't know, but anyway, they have a Midwest vibe about them, like personality wise. So, what else did we have? Frankfurt Avenue Liquors
Haven't
and
been there.
Wine. Have not been there. Neat. Yep. Jeff Chesleff Evergreen. Tried Augustus.
There you go.
17. Nice. Whiskey Thieves. I have not been there.
No, Whiskey Thieves. I don't know what Whiskey Thieves. Isn't that a group that picks stuff?
That's Bourbon Thieves.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh, or is it Whiskey Thief? The distillery?
Oh, Whiskey Thief. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
Joe.
We wanted to go there. We just never made it there.
Mid-South. Twin Lakes Liquors in Litchfield.
Haven't been there.
Me either. Everyone is so friendly. I shall hold a conversation with you. Yes, it's so true. Like if you anyone would just sit up next to you. What's up, Mike? Cheers to you. Clock changes do suck. We were saying that.
So then attractions, fun things to do.
Okay, there was a ton of 1924 sitting on the shelf last week at Liquor Barn. We went to. Nice. Whoa, sorry.
Nice.
Did you see my eye twitch? That was crazy.
Attractions, other fun things to do. We don't know as much about this one, but we have been to Kentucky Bourbon Festival in September. That is a fun time if you ever get a chance to go to that one.
It's really fun.
Bourbon on the Banks is in October in Frankfurt. And then Kentucky Bourbon Fest is in Bardstown. And then Distilleries to go to.
Oh, Bardstown Bourbon Company. Wait, that's for restaurants, but
well, it's both, I guess. But Bardstown Bourbon Company for their tour.
Their tour is amazing.
The Wild Turkey, the Russell's Warehouse tour that I did was really good. Buffalo Trace regular tour is good. Four Roses tour is good.
It's so cool. It's beautiful.
We have not done the Maker's Mark, but we've walked around the grounds.
Well, we did the bottle dip, which I think is really, really cool. That's something different. What was the other one I was just thinking of?
I still want to go to Castle and Key just to see it.
Knobber Creek was awesome.
The Jim Beam tour, just a regular Jim Beam tour is pretty cool because you actually drink during the tour.
You do drink during the tour.
There's different stops and they give you whiskey during that. So that's very nice.
What is the other one I was just thinking of? We had...
I don't know.
Woodford is really cool because they have the barrels rolling down that
cool.
train tracks. It's just beautiful.
Yep. If it's hot out and you're walking around, granted, every tour, if it's hot out and you're walking around,
it sucks if it's hot. But at the Four Roses bar, you can usually get pours of the LE and sometimes the older LEs. So.
And if you're a Mellow Moments member, show your card and they'll give you. I think we got a glass last time.
Yeah, we got a Glen.
First time we were there, we got like a jigger or something like that. I can't remember what it was.
Yep, and they're going to be having some new stuff coming out soon, so stay tuned for that.
Oh.
Some new stuff for Mel Moments members.
Were you going to scroll?
Sorry, I was just thinking about that.
You haven't told me about what the new stuff is yet.
Well,
so.
I didn't. I had to be on a work call whenever there was my final call today. So, anyhow, let's see. Let's check what you guys are saying. That's fun.
There you go.
Sorry, I was reading Whiskey Thief. The distillery is a blast, like hanging out at your friend's pole barn drinking. That's
nice.
Awesome. Drink. I don't know what that is. Whiskey Thief is now just around the corner from Evergreen. Oh, where Flying Aces was.
Yeah. I thought Whiskey Thief was kind of out, kind of between, what is it? Frankfurt and Louisville. But cool.
Nice. I'm all screwed up with this daylight saving. Just got outside and lit a fireplace. Cheers, everyone. Cheers to everyone. Cheers to you. Drink. Oh my gosh, I love you, Blake. Pursuit Spirits will be cool to visit. Yes, that's actually on my list. So I said.
I didn't think that one.
The Pursuit shebang, the whole shebang. Is there someone at the front door?
Yeah, something happened. Mail or something. I don't know.
Anyways, Pursuit Spirits is awesome. They have they're gonna have a new place on Whiskey Row. That's really cool. Right now they have a place where you can go and do the whole shebang while they're making that. So it's really cool.
I think the Whiskey Row place is next to Bardstown.
Abandoned
think it
Bourbon.
is.
Axes. Hey, what's up, Mr. Brian B?
Axes.
I don't know what Axes is.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what that has to do with. There's
Me
probably
either.
something earlier.
Eat, drink, Axes. Like if we did it like this, eat, drink, Axes. I think that's the way to go right
Bourbon
there.
and beyond.
Yeah, Bourbon and Beyond. We should do that one. There's so many bourbon things.
There's
so many
the
festivals.
Railbird Music
I
Festival.
would love to go to that
There's a
because
bunch of
it's
them.
always music I like.
But
always.
we haven't gone to them.
It's a foodie town. Yeah, there's some great food there.
We have some good food places that we like to go to when we're there.
Yeah.
I know there's other places too.
We'll have some that we'll share on our list here in a second. Evergreen Liquor Stores and the Party Source in Covington. Yo, Tim Lewis, what's up, Tim? How you doing?
Yo, right back.
Yo. Thanks for the super chat. Bardstown. Yeah, we did stay in Bardstown before.
We have stayed kind of on the edge of Bardstown before.
It is in
most
E-town.
of the time we've kind of stayed around Louisville and driven down to Bardstown.
Bardstown Bourbon Company for like eating is like the food is amazing.
I love the food there.
The food is so freaking good. The poutine fries, the steak frites,
Yeah,
all that stuff is
it's all
really good. The
The
cocktails are good.
chicharrones. You don't like those much. I love those things.
But remember that Italian restaurant we went to in downtown Bardstown? It's all right, but it's pretty good.
It's all right, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Is that an oxymoron?
It kind of is. It kind of is. It's a dara. It's a darism. Chestnut Farms bourbon. No, have not tried that. Isn't that the Total Wine?
Oh yeah, other things to do.
Oh wow.
The Kentucky Derby, if you can manage to go to it.
And Thunder over Louisville starts the Kentucky Bourbon Festival. Wow, Kentucky Derby Festival. I would love to go to the Derby. Like that is a
Derby would
dream
be
of
pretty
mine.
cool.
That is like a huge.
That's coming up. Early May?
Early
May?
May.
Early May, I think.
Maybe some 101.
101. Which one?
The one that you have over.
Oh,
there.
Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirits 101 too.
Wild Turkey 101. The OG. The OG. The Fraser Museum is the unofficial start to Whiskey Row. They have a lot of vintage bottles, actual museum cases. They do a lot of whiskey themed art exhibits. Nice. Derby, Dark Arts. Dark Arts we haven't.
Dark Arts, I don't know if they're open to public.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because we tried to find their place to go over there, and or I did at least when you were doing your Four Roses stuff, and I couldn't find it.
Yeah. I thought they didn't. Dave, thank you so much for the super chat. Love your videos.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Muscle and Burger Bar is a great restaurant with good pours for a great
That's on
price.
the list.
It's on our list.
I love that place. I don't know who turned us onto that, but I love that place.
It's really good. Muscle and Burger Bar is definitely a place you want to go, so make sure you add it to your list. I feel like that was a Franchi or Blake thing.
I don't know if that one was. There's another one that I know was that we ate dinner with them.
Castle and Key is a beautiful campus. Yeah. I can't wait to go. Maker's Mark has the cleanest distillery. It is pretty sharp. We haven't like toured the whole thing, but we have walked around there. We did the wax dipping.
That was so hot when we went there.
It was so hot. Louder Than Life Festival. There's so many good things. Willet, good pours. And they have allocated burgers.
They do have allocated. We haven't had them. We've smelled them.
The smash burgers. We tried.
They sold out when we got there.
Right when we got there. We probably missed it about 5 minutes.
The egg salad sandwich at Willet. I've heard about. I'm not an egg salad person, so I wouldn't eat it. But I know a lot of people love it.
Has its own Instagram account.
Does it really?
Oh my gosh, that's too fun. Stay at the Bourbon Inn in Bardstown. It's an old bed and breakfast.
Oh, nice.
That's fun. I would love to stay at an old bed and breakfast.
I'm looking forward to Kentucky Bourbon Fest this year. Being able to spend more than a day there.
I know. Last year it was so rushed. We were
because we were doing the pickup in Indy.
Yeah. BBC food is superb. It is fantastic. Favorite craft Kentucky distillery, Down Home and Glens Creek for me.
I honestly don't know. I'm trying to think. That might take me a little bit to think through.
I know. I would have to really think about that as well.
Would you consider Peerless craft? It's kind of like, to me, that's teetering the line. I don't know.
It is teetering the line.
Peerless, maybe?
I think some people would agree with us and some people wouldn't. I would say that Peerless, if you go to the 430 tasting, it's the best. The tasting experience is so much fun. It's a great time.
I had some good pours when you were doing the Four Roses stuff at James Pepper.
Oh, yeah.
In Lexington.
Pepper is cool.
I don't know if you consider that craft too or not.
It's so hard to...
I know.
Like in Kentucky, it's so hard to break down what craft and craft is.
I'm not a huge fan of RD1. I know a lot of people go for the Amburana one, and it's not my thing. Some of their other stuff isn't bad, but the Amburana one's what most people go after. Amburana,
whatever.
However it's said.
Bourbon hunting during the weeks leading up to Derby. I have heard that. I have seen some crazy drops. People go nuts. The drops are the funnest part. Like if you guys...
That's just checkbook open and it's empty.
It's empty. If you're willing to line up and go early, it's like sometimes a crazy rampage going from one distillery to the next when it opens. Like sometimes you'll be at Heaven Hill first and then to Willett and then to Turkey and...
Back a couple years ago, we went to Heaven Hill and sat outside there one morning. We were able to get the William Heaven Hill 17, and then we left there and were able to get the Michter's on our way back to St. Louis and get Michter's barrel strength bourbon.
Oh yeah, the barrel strength bourbon.
So that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
just perfectly timed.
Yeah. Is your Wild Turkey 101 LLME? I didn't know that.
I highly doubt it.
I doubt that.
We've had that for a while.
Yeah, I didn't know that the turkeys. I thought it was just the Russell's thing.
Yeah.
Anyhow, Louisville Slugger. Yeah,
we haven't been there.
We went in there. I went in there.
No, we did walk around the shop.
Yeah. Yep. If you're talking food, then while in Bardstown, you have to go to Simply Seafood Market and dinner. Fresh seafood. I get gator tail, Gulf
oysters.
Gulf oysters. Gulf is a really hard word for me
to
say.
I want some gator tail again. I haven't had that in so long. I might have to see if I can get some in Florida next time I go back.
I am not a huge seafood fan, mainly because I'm kind of allergic, but to some. That's weird. But I love shrimp. Heading to Louisville at the end of the month with some friends. Can't wait. What's up, Cask 529? Cheers to you. Peerless is still craft. Okay, good. We can, if somebody's technically craft. Yeah.
Peerless then.
Yeah,
would be
Peerless
my answer.
100% would be my answer too. Peerless has some of the single barrels. The only thing that's tough with Peerless is the cost is just high.
Yeah, they are pretty expensive.
The bottles are pretty expensive, especially distillery exclusives, but they're fantastic whiskey. Like fantastic. And the blending is really good too. Small plates of billet are great.
Get through this, and I think seems like most people are talking about food, so we're gonna
Barn 8 restaurant. Have not been there yet. Sorry, my eye was just twitching again. This keeps happening to me. Do you guys ever go to Barrel House?
Nope. No.
Stumble across you guys and have loved your stuff. How can I find more about you picks? How many a year roughly drop info, etc. We do that stuff on our Patreon. We try to kind of keep it at about 4 picks a year.
Yeah,
4-ish.
So this year there should be 2 Jack ones coming out fairly shortly. And then I think I know of at least 2 others that we haven't told anybody about yet because they're not figured out yet.
Secret picks. Yeah. So for sure, we'll have at least 4 this year. Yeah, I think
that's about what it was last year.
Yeah.
What did we have? We had Juicy Fruit. We had the Secret Stash. We had the Evernorth. Was that it for last year? Was it only 3? Yeah. I think it was only 3 last year.
Maybe. We can guarantee we'll have at least 4 picks this year.
Yes. I want to say 3 for sure, more than likely 4.
4 for sure.
Yeah.
4 for sure. And yeah, we post about it on our Patreon and everything. And also thank you so much for like finding us and watching us. We really appreciate it. But we have a great Discord community too. And we try to show some behind the scenes stuff. I'd like to do another Patreon only live stream soon. And I would like to, I don't know, get some more updates. As soon as we get more, we try to share it. We are like incredibly transparent with our process. As long as there's no like NDAs or anything involved. So when we share what we can when we can.
All right. We want to go into restaurants.
Still craft in my mind, even though they might be backing some people's production limits. Yeah. Kind of like hunting in a control state. Kind of. There was an excellent restaurant close to Roosters, Evan Williams, that had amazing burgers. Oh.
Cyber? That would be Muscle Bar.
Yeah. The Muscle Bar. Muscle Bar is really good.
Yep. So I'm going to start talking about food because everyone.
Yeah, we'll talk about some food.
So food we have right now on this list is Bardstown Bourbon Company. We already talked about that a little bit.
Yep.
Muscle and Burger Bar. Mm-hmm. That's kind of right over near that Evan Williams and the, I can't remember the rooster thing.
I know what she's talking about.
Yeah. Right over near there, Proof in Maine. Proof on Maine.
Proof on Maine.
That's where we were with Blake and Gary.
I got a little allergic to seafood, but the food is burgers were really good there. Actually, the food is fantastic.
North Bourbon, another really good place, and they have really good picks there.
That Knob Creek pick was so good.
We really like Sidebar at Whiskey Row, kind of right next to the KFC Yum Center, and that place is really good.
We've been back there time after time after time after time.
Yep.
Even after the very first time I went there, I got extremely sick, and it wasn't their fault. I was sick before I even got there, and I just anyhow.
Breakfast place we really liked over in the Nulu area is called Biscuit Belly.
Biscuit Belly, that was
Biscuit Belly was pretty good.
With the jellies and the biscuits.
I don't remember what all that was, but it was pretty good.
It was so good. Their coffee was fantastic.
Please and thank you cookies over in the Nulu area, I believe.
Those cookies are
really good.
So good.
Yeah.
Please and thank you cookies. Oh yeah. Merle's. Didn't we go there?
I don't know if we've been to Merle's. We have been. There's another place over there. I know we went to. I've had breakfast there. We think we had lunch there. Can't remember the name of it. They have a big known place, but and then you wrote down Diorio's Pizza and Pub.
Oh yeah, that's where I had the pizza size of my face.
Oh, that's over in the
Irish neighborhood. That's
over near like Neat.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that place, Diorio's, if you like pizza, that's actually pretty affordable. It's kind of like more like a dive bar vibe.
Which the Diorio's?
Yeah. Diorio's.
They have some good beer on tap too.
They have great beer on tap, and their pizza slices are freaking humongous, like literally the size of my face. But they're so good. Like it's actually pretty good pizza.
I don't want to look up Louisville, Colorado. I want
Troll Under Bridge, Sidebar. Yep, Merle's, Hammerheads. Haven't been.
I'm trying to find that place. What's it called?
What's up, Fire Jack? Cheers to you. Glad you made it.
It was Doc Crow's where we had lunch.
You slept on one of the best brands that doesn't leave the state. What?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Trying to think. What doesn't leave the state? Don't know off the top of my head.
Your average drinker one pick was awesome.
Thank
you very much. Sipping on Jack 10-year batch 2. What batch do you all prefer? Last year's.
I don't remember.
Last year's.
Well, there's 4 different batches.
Last year's 3. So 3. 3 is my favorite.
3?
3 is the one that tastes more like 12.
2 we passed on. 1 was good. So I think probably 3.
3.
It's 3 or 1.
3 is my favorite. 3 is definitely my favorite. You can't go wrong.
I'm actually going to drink some Angel's Envy.
Are you now?
This Angel's Envy.
Waffle House. Biscuit
Bottled
Belly.
and Bond cash strength bourbon whiskey.
Mammy's in Bardstown. What is that? I got to try to remember that Italian place.
Anyhow. Biscuit Belly. Yeah.
Biscuit Belly.
I think that's something when we were just there for Bourbon on the Banks. Was it Bob and Rachel that found that? We were there?
Yeah.
I think it might have been Bob and Rachel that found that. That place is good. I'm definitely going back there when we're there.
I'll tell you one place I want to go back to.
What?
That Mexican restaurant we found. The one
margaritas were good.
Oh, you know what? That one Mexican restaurant.
That was right next to Angel's Envy. Is that the one you're talking about?
No. I'm saying the one we didn't like is the one we went to with Bob and Rachel. Because
that was over in Frankfurt.
Right. But the one I did like is the one that's under the bridge. Their food was really good. Like
that was the one over by Angel's Envy.
Yeah, okay. That one's good.
They had really good margaritas there.
Yeah, their margaritas were really good.
I do want to try that place over in Lexington. The that Alves posts about all the time, the sandwich place.
Oh yeah, but what's the place
Wrigley's
we went
or something?
Yes, Wrigley's. I want to go there. That looks so good. What is the place that's right next to the Lexington JHOB that we went to? That's like an old diner type place.
I don't remember. There's also is it a Jack Brown's Bourbon Bar or Jack Brown's Burger Bar?
Jack Brown's.
They're out of Nashville, but there's one in Lexington.
It's really good.
Yeah. I went there for dinner when you were out drinking all your stuff.
Barvetti.
I've heard Barvetti's good.
Yeah, you've told us that, and we still haven't been there. We keep missing it.
Who was the manager or somebody at Justin's House of Bourbon? It wasn't Miriam. Was telling us about Barvetti as well.
Yep, Barvetti. We've definitely heard. John? Was it John? No, it wasn't John.
I don't remember.
I don't either. What's up, John Cloud? Cheers to you. Our 2025 is off to a great start. We're keeping busy.
It's good.
We're about to be even busier, but this week is just, I mean, this next 2 months.
Yeah.
Next 2 months, actually, up until
got a lot of stuff
June 1st, we're going to be busy, basically. Conhuevos has amazing Mexican breakfast. Wow. Breakfast.
Okay, have to keep an eye on that one.
Oh, I can't talk. I said breast.
Yeah, I do think it was Terrence Blake.
You're right. Yeah,
I think it was Terrence.
it might have been. Yeah.
Was there what are other restaurants around in there?
Gosh, that we like.
I'm trying to think.
I was trying to look
I
through
think
my
that,
photos.
that was kind of the end of our list. Like I said, this was just kind of first time doing this. We didn't have exactly what we were doing, but I think kind of covering most of the stuff we had.
Yeah, like places we like to go. Things
Some of our
we
favorite
like to
whiskeys.
do.
Yeah. Quintessential stuff from the state.
I always like to type in Louisville into my phone because it's like it thinks I live there part time. No, seriously, my phone thinks I
went there twice last year. No, 3 times last year.
Remember this cute little drink I got at Michter's?
That was the Michter's thing, yeah.
Yeah, look at this cute little drink. That was literally the froth. It was a fizz. It was some kind of. It was like a gin fizz, but it had this really cute dog on the top of it. It was so cute.
You got to turn your brightness down if you're doing that again.
Oh, it was down pretty well. And then you got that. Oh yeah, that had like a.
Yeah, I don't remember. What
it was like a Mai Tai type thing. But yeah. Oh, breweries. That's one thing we didn't talk about. But there's.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Not Atrium. Atrium is really freaking good.
We have some beer from a couple of them here.
Yeah, Atrium is really, really good.
Yeah, we spent that day going to breweries because all the distilleries are closed before we had to fly back.
Atrium, yep, that was really, really, really good. Yeah, we went and tried a bunch of places. Oh yeah, is that Muscle and Burger Bar? Yeah, that was Muscle and Burger Bar that we went to. That's great. Yeah, Biscuit Belly. I have a coffee. Yep. My coffee was getting poured at Biscuit Belly. I was so
funny.
Happy. I was so happy. Yeah, no, we went and got our cookie at Please and Thank You. And
you're gonna turn. Now I have to cover my face again. No, you're making this difficult.
This is so good. This cookie was.
It looks like a cookie.
Good. It was so good. And then Atrium Brewing. That's the place where we had all of those. It kind of reminded me a lot of Weldworks.
Is that the one? Yes, that's where we bought some. We bought 4-pack of one of their IPAs, I think.
Yep. Lemon shake, snow, full sleeve, Foster's, banana for birthday cake.
Yeah, we have 1 or 2 of them upstairs still.
White. Oh, I forgot about those. Now it makes me want to have a beer, but I can't.
All right, continue on with this. Get off your phone.
Yeah, that was fun. We had such a good time. Yeah, Atrium and Butchertown are the best. Are like Goodwood in Frankfurt. I feel like we went there.
We did not go there.
It was on our list.
There was a Goodwood. They had beer after the Bourbon on the Banks, I think, but we didn't stay for that. I think they had a beer thing there. I think.
Oh no! Oh, I did have a beer from Goodwood. It was a really good IPA.
Then we saw Goodwood in Indy, I think.
Yes, I did try Goodwood when we were at Bourbon on the Banks. What's up, Kai? Cheers to you. Oh, that's the is it Cuban?
That's the Cuban place.
Yeah, we haven't been there.
We haven't been there. I've heard it's good. The bright yellow building kind of across the street from Evergreen New Loop.
Yeah, Troll Under the Bridge. That's what Blake said. It's a little palm. I know, it was so cute. It's not a cute and little drink. It's a cute and average drink.
There you go.
What are some things not to do down on the trail? Places to stay away from, like food that isn't good.
Walking the river walk at night would be sketchy, in my opinion. During the day, I even felt a little sketchy walking the river walk.
That's true.
Walked it a couple times. Food that isn't good.
No,
I don't know.
I mean, we haven't had any food that isn't good in Louisville.
Yeah, there's no place I wouldn't necessarily go back to.
Except that one Mexican restaurant in Frankfurt. Or Franktown or whatever it was.
I'm trying to think.
There's nowhere that I have had that I didn't like.
Yeah, I can't think of that either. I do still want to go to Repeal. I want to go there. We were trying to go there but couldn't get in.
Repeal is like a very popular steakhouse.
White Castle? That's next to Justin House and Bourbon.
Didn't Zach say
I'm not a White
Castle
fan, so
didn't Zach say White Castle?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Los Aztecas is a place over by.
Oh yeah, that was good.
That was a place by Angels Envy.
Yeah, that was good. Los Aztecas. That was like several years ago.
Yeah, I don't.
Grind Burger Bar. We never got to go there.
We never got to go to Grind. We were trying to go there. I think it was during COVID.
Yeah, and then they closed.
When Gary Marine's daughter. I think she was working there at that point?
They were awesome. What's up? No, you're fine. You're not late. You're perfectly on time. Heading there 3:19, and then Lexington area 20th through the 22nd. Nice. It's gonna be a great time, Rich. La Bodeguita. La Bodeguita.
Yeah, I've heard it's good. We need to go there sometime.
We do need to go sometime. I don't know how, after all of our trips, like literally we've been to Louisville like 2 or 3 times a year for the last several years.
This year, I don't know if it'll be that. It'll at least be once, I think.
At least once. I had a great time at the Louisville Airport Lounge in 2021. Several Buffalo Trace allocated things for $24 to $28.
Was that the upstairs bar? Like right when you get through security, that upstairs bar? That they have a lot of stuff up there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. White Castle. Bourbon on Main. In Frankfurt.
I don't think we went there.
I didn't know. Red Hog is closer to Frankfurt Ave liquors, and food is really good.
Yeah, Doc Crow's we had for lunch.
Yeah.
I've had breakfast there before. The breakfast was, I like the lunch more.
The lunch was good.
Yeah.
When we went there.
I didn't think it was anything crazy, but it was good.
Sorry, had to drink a lot. Do you guys like this format? Like for each state when we tell you about them, do you like them?
Sarah and Bill, present.
Whiskey across America.
Kentucky.
It's fun to talk about it because a lot of people will travel to Kentucky, and a lot of
we did a video similar to this before.
We did. We shared, yeah. So if you ever like want something more structured than this, like from a live stream standpoint, go back and watch our video that we did a few years ago.
Kenny and Ryan from Bourbon Pursuit, didn't they? Isn't there something on online somewhere? They put together a list of things to do in Louisville too. Most of our stuff is Louisville, a little bit of Frankfurt related, a little bit of Bardstown because that's where we spent most of our time.
And some Lexington.
I said that. A little bit of Lexington.
No, you said Frankfurt, Bardstown, and Louisville. You didn't say Lexington. Yeah, I like this format. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll see how it's structured. It changes whenever we do another state. I don't know what the next state will be.
Great format.
So we don't necessarily have stuff from every state, so it's gonna be tough.
Great format, but Kentucky will get more input than all other areas. This is a lot for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. I think it'll be fun for us to try to learn about other places we haven't been to, and try to like explore what people like beforehand. Because it'll just take more research, probably. Yeah. Structured, schmuckstured. It gives me great tips. I like the format where Bill takes his shirt off and flexes.
Yeah. Not happening.
Me too. Love it. My problem being in California, anytime I visit states with Waffle Houses, that's the only place I want to eat.
I'm a creature of habit too. I don't necessarily go to Waffle House, but
you want to go to
I'll eat
Buffalo Wild Wings.
I'll eat Buffalo Wild Wings, Chick-fil-A,
it
Chipotle.
Kills me. No, it kills me. We're on vacation, and Bill's just like, well, do you want to go to Buffalo Wild Wings?
It's easy, not really cheap anymore, but easy. You know what you're getting, and just go.
Oh, I'll eat Chick-fil-A in any state, in any place, in any state. I love Chick-fil-A. I'm
team Chick-fil-A over Raising Cane's.
Yeah, me too.
Just like I'm team In-N-Out over Whataburger.
Gives us an advantage for first visits. If you're outdoorsy, then the River Gorge. Oh yeah, There are a lot of really cool bike trails and things like that too in Louisville and surrounding areas in Kentucky that are so beautiful. Oh my gosh. So many people plan for a couple years, so any ideas help. Nice, thank you. Giving me great vacation ideas. Yeah, I'd love to see California, Indiana next. That would be cool, all with a slideshow of the trip.
So we're not necessarily going on trips to all these places.
Unless we get rich.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, some of it could be patron samples or whatever we get sent, and it's kind of going towards what they recommend. And it could be our own stuff here for like Tennessee or Missouri or whatever it is that we have here. Indiana. Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of mixture of things. It's going to be also research wise too. Yep. That's one of my good skills is researching things and putting together when it comes to travel. If I could be a travel vlogger or blogger, I would be really good at that. So
yep,
that would be my jam. Oh, we have a lot of stuff for like Tennessee. We definitely do. We have a lot of stuff.
Speaking of Tennessee, we got to edit that video.
Yes.
The Jack Daniel's pick video.
Mm-hmm. We do. You mean me?
I mean you.
I gotta
try to be nice about it.
Dara, you need to edit that video. Mammoth Caves. Cracker Barrel. Man, Cracker
Hey,
Barrel
I like
is
Cracker Barrel.
good.
I remember going to that place when I was a kid. Get ham and beans and cornbread. Oh,
I don't like
so
that.
good.
My mom used to make that all the time.
Ham, beans, and cornbread. There's nothing better than that. Besides a steak.
I like steak. Yeah, I'm here for the steak and the mashed potatoes and gravy. I'm here for the Brussels sprouts and fries and pizza for pasta. This diet is killing me. I'm never gonna eat again. Just kidding. Bottle shop and tasting room downtown by Angels and Me is an awesome small tasting bar, and the owner offered me a Stag Junior at MSRP for being a regular. Got Russell's 15 for $20 when Evergreen wanted $50 for.
Nice. Texas being another great state one. So the family rule is not to eat at any place we have. We try to do that, but then there's sometimes there's like we don't want to think, and it's just like, oh, there's a Chick-fil-A there. Oh, there's a Chipotle there.
Right. If we're like in a
we
hurry.
Can eat healthy there too.
Yeah. If we're in a hurry. But yeah, we usually try to go to find local places. That's our favorite thing to do.
Most of the time.
Crittenden's does great stuff. Nice.
I don't know if we've maybe the only Crittenden's we had was when Bruzel gave us some up at the first Pours in the Park.
Yep.
Up at Evernorth.
Yeah, we'll have to try some again.
Yeah, because he had a bottle of it and was having people try it.
Canned sauce is better than Chick-fil-A's. Well, okay, so Bill doesn't even like sauce.
I use Buffalo Wild Wing sauce with my Chick-fil-A nuggets.
Yeah, he doesn't use, and I don't really use that. I don't use mayo-based sauce often. Wow, words are hard. I generally use like barbecue or buffalo sauce.
Yeah, I know people love cane sauce.
Yeah, you can't do a state without a bottle distilled there.
Yeah, and that's where I was trying to figure out.
It's
okay. You can't do a state unless a bottle's. So then we could also, if the state actually distilled something, we can do the state. But we can also have NDPs from that state too.
Yeah, we can definitely share NDPs. We'll look into that, Tim. Good idea. Yeah. I'm stoked about the JD pick. We are too.
Yeah, I want to drink some of it.
Oh,
but I want to keep it here to compare.
This is a good idea.
The rye's. Yeah, that was the rye. There's not much left.
And then the bourbon.
Bourbon's almost full. We haven't really touched that much.
This is a good idea. You should put the states on a wheel and then spin for a random selection. And then, so we would have to do that beforehand. Like we can record it and pop it in here and show everyone.
But we don't necessarily have stuff from those states, so it's hard.
Well, we just have to do our research and find.
No, I don't want to talk about whiskeys from a state if we've never had a whiskey from there.
Right. That's where our patrons come in, hopefully.
Yeah. No, we can't do that.
Okay, guys.
It has to be stuff we've tried. We can't start talking about Montana and never had anything from Montana before.
Well, for sure. That means we're just going to have to expand our horizons. Welcome to come visit us in Georgia and visit some distilleries. That would be fun. I've never been to Georgia before.
The only thing Georgia
13th colony.
13th colony.
I know there's more there though. Iowa Distillery, Cedar Ridge. We've had Cedar Ridge. Definitely
had Cedar Ridge. Yep.
Only put states that have whiskey on there on the wheel. Oh, like that we've actually been to or something. We could do that. Maybe. Put it out there. We will send you some samples. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, you guys are the best. With that rule, Indiana will have more bourbons than Kentucky.
Well, that's where I don't want to necessarily, because like Nevada, you think Smoke Wagon because of Las Vegas, but that's an NDP from MGP.
Right.
So I still think NDPs should be that state.
Right.
Because like some of the stuff where it's aged in Nevada, that MGP, it takes on a different profile.
It does.
Just like stuff in Texas takes on a completely different profile.
Same thing with Georgia.
Yeah.
Same thing, even like Missouri with Barrel King. I mean, it's all different. Mm-hmm. And they source from everywhere. Has a whole bunch of different things. Yeah, they source from everywhere. ASW, Fiddler.
Yep.
Yeah. Glad to help JMO and Toriel if you come to Georgia. 13th Colony is not the thing. Lots of good distilleries besides that. Short Barrel, ASW, 13th Colony.
Yep.
Awesome. That's what I mean. You need to try that state.
Yeah, we definitely
for sure
at least need to have tried the state, or like I said, I think you put it on the Patreon post that if someone wants to send us like a flight from that state of what they consider quintessential whiskeys or something,
right,
and with information on that, here's restaurants to try, here's places to visit type things, so that we can talk about that.
Right,
because then we'll be speaking through you on that.
Yeah, that would be.
Or you'll be speaking through us.
Right. We can say, based on what we've learned from people who live in the area or whatever. So I think it'll be a really good opportunity to learn more about where you're all from. And it really helps us engage as a community, I think. Like, this is what it's all about, right? Talking about great whiskey from where you are and from your perspective and seeing things from your point of view. Like, there are so many great places around the world that have great whiskey that haven't even been tapped into yet. Like, a lot of people don't know about them. So I think this is a really cool
Colorado
opportunity.
has benchmark foolproof now.
Colorado has some interesting whiskey.
Yeah, we will do a Colorado one.
Oh, that would be probably easy.
There won't be a ton of bourbon on there. There'll be some for sure.
For sure, some bourbon, but more of like places to go, things to do, distilleries to visit. That's kind of more of the experience.
I asked you earlier, it's like, what's the very first thing? I'd probably say
Stranahan's.
the first thing you think of when you think of Colorado whiskey.
Stranahan's.
Stranahan's.
That's the first thing.
Yeah, Law Stranahan's. Yeah. There's other ones we'll have on there too when we do Colorado. We'll have some Talnua, place right down the street from us.
Yeah.
There'll be Boulder on there. There'll be Boulder Spirits.
Maybe Family Jones after
Breckenridge. Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
West Virginia.
So we will have Colorado one at some point.
West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Gives others a possibility of distilleries to try. Very good idea. Yep. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Well, I think that probably wraps it up. We'll do more of this. We're also going to do some Matt Madness training coming up here soon.
Yeah, like these aren't going to be every week. It could be, we might have one now and might not do another one for 2 months. So just going to be random.
It'll be sooner than 2 months probably, but it'll be definitely random. We just want to make sure it's very thought out. Kentucky was easy for us because, well, we've been there like
nearly everything's here
times.
From Kentucky.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what we got for you tonight. So thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Get a good night of sleep. Hopefully tomorrow's a little bit easier on you. Day 2 of daylight saving time, death.
Yeah, hopefully I can actually wake up on time tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow, hopefully so. But we're going to go get a walk in maybe if it's not freezing yet. 63.
Yeah, it might be dark. I don't know.
Oh, I'm not going out.
Can't see.
Anyhow, we'll go check it out, see what's going on. But you guys have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for being here with us and hanging out and really sharing your viewpoints and your perspectives
and
on
your
things
ideas
and
of
your
restaurants
ideas.
And things to do, places to eat, all that stuff.
Yeah, it was a really fun stream. So take care, everyone. We'll see you back here next Monday night. We only have a few more Mondays left until we go on vacation. Oh, baby.
Yes.
Cannot wait. So take care. See you soon. And bye. We love you guys.